A local family not happy after a man convicted of murdering their loved one was released from prison only though he served 10 years of a life sentence.
Now keep in mind, this wasn't a parole. Instead, the prison system used its discretion under a program aimed at severely ill inmates. Investigative reporter Brendan Kirby is here live.
Yeah, and Brendan, a lot of people probably don't know about this program. How common is this?
Well, it's pretty rare, Lenise and Bob. Only a handful of prisoners get this medical furlough, but that hasn't stopped it from being controversial. Jacqueline Gibson says her life shattered on January 18, 2008. That's when a neighbor on Keeling Road fatally shot her 22-year-old son, Roy Lee Warren Jr. She says the dispute was trivial. According to court records, Warren had asked Gary Cleve Kraft to stop firing his gun because there were children in the area. That's when Kraft shot Warren, killing him. Gibson says she'll never get over her son's death, but she says she took a measure of solace when Kraft was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. So it was a shock, Gibson says, when the State Department of Corrections informed her more than 2 years ago that Kraft was getting out under a medical furlough created by the legislature in 2009. It's designed for terminally ill inmates or those who are chronically ill. Gibson says she could live with her son's killer spending the last few months of his life at home.
If he had a year, yeah, I mean, even after what I went through, I don't want my heart to go in that place. But after almost 2.5 years.
According to the most recent figures for July, 11 prisoners were out on medical furlough. Mobile County District Attorney Ashley Rich, who personally prosecuted Kraft, says her office never received formal notice that he was being considered for a medical furlough. She also tells me she doesn't believe he qualifies. She says she's seen no evidence that he is sick enough or that he's not a danger to himself or others.
First and foremost, Gary Kraft is a murderer, okay? And so he committed a very violent crime and was sentenced to a long time in the penitentiary. He should not be out.
DA Rich also says she hasn't been able to get an answer from the prison system about whether it reevaluated Kraft as the law allows. The prison system didn't respond to my question about that either. Spokeswoman Christy Simpson sent us this statement, quote, "In accordance with the applicable state law and ADOC guidelines, inmate Gary Kraft qualified for and was placed on medical furlough due to an advanced terminal illness. Kraft has remained compliant with the terms of his medical furlough." Records show that after Kraft got the furlough, the parole board denied his bid for parole.
Why do we have a parole board that says no and a prison system that says yes?
Now, we tried to ask Gary Kraft about all this, but we were not able to reach him. Reporting live, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.